Once upon a time there was a young student who was always caught in the grips of overthinking. His mind would incessantly churn with worries, doubts, and anxieties about the past and the future. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't find peace within himself. Only day the student heard of a powerful Zen master renowned for his wisdom and minds. Desperate to find relief from his overthinking, the student decided to seek the Zen master's guidance. The student traveled a long and arduous journey, finally arriving at the Zen master's humble abode nestled amidst a serene mountain range. As he entered the master's presence, the student felt a gentle smile. The Zen master looked at the student and said, "Welcome, young one. Sense the turmoil within your mind tightened. I shall share a story that might help you find peace." Eagerly, the student sat before the Zen master, his heart open and receptive to the wisdom that was about to unfold. In a small village, there once lived a single horse that helped him tend to high fields. One evening, the horse escaped from its stable and ran away. The student listened intently, curious as to how this tale related to his overthinking. Villagers, upon hearing of the farmer's misfortune, gathered to console him. They exclaimed, "What terrible luck!" But the farmer, with a serene expression, replied, "Maybe." Days passed, and to the surprise of everyone, the farmer's horse returned, bringing with it a wild stallion. The villagers, filled with joy, exclaimed, "What great fortune!" Yet again the farmer replied, "Maybe." The student's brow furrowed in confusion, wondering why the farmer responded with such. One day, while trying to tame the wild stallion, the farmer's son was thrown off its back and broke his leg. Continued the Zen master. The villagers rushed to the farmer's side, exclaiming, "What terrible luck!" The farmer, unchanged, replied, "Maybe." As the student pondered the farmer's responses, a realization began to dawn upon him. Some weeks later, a war broke out, and the emperor's soldiers arrived in the village, conscripting all the able-bodied young men. The farmer's son, with his broken leg, was spared from the horrors of war, said the Zen master. The villagers, witnessing the tragedy, exclaimed, "What great fortune!" And once again the farmer replied, "Maybe." The student's brow furrowed in confusion, wondering why the farmer responded with such uncertainty. And day, while trying to tame the wild stallion, the farmer's son was thrown off its back and broke his leg. Continued the Zen masters. The villagers rushed to the farmer's side, exclaiming, "What terrible luck!" The farmer, unchanged, replied, "Maybe." As the student pondered the farmer's responses, a realization began to dawn upon him. Some weeks later, a war broke out, and the emperor's soldiers arrived in the village, conscripting all the able-bodied young men. The farmer's son, with his broken leg, was spared from the horrors of war, said the Zen master. The villagers, witnessing the tragedy, and once again the farmer replied, "Maybe." The student's eyes widened with understanding. He began to see the wisdom in the farmer's responses and how they related to his own habit of overthinking. Zen master gently spoke, "Life is filled with moments that appear as blessings or misfortunes, but the truth is we cannot see the full picture until it unfolds. By attaching ourselves to labels and judgments, we create suffering within our minds." Just like the farmer learned to embrace the uncertainty of life and trust in the natural flow of events, the student felt a weight lift from his shoulders. He realized that his overthinking was a result of his constant need to label and control every situation. From that moment on, he resolved to adopt the wisdom of the Zen master and let go of his overthinking. As time passed, the student's mind became more serene and focused. He embraced the present moment, letting go of worries about the past and anxieties about the future. The Zen master's story had become his guiding light, reminding him to find peace in the uncertainty of life, and so the student never overthought again, for had found the power of acceptance and trust in the wisdom of the present moment.